Difficult for us. It's difficult to just live by every single day because things are changing every single day. You find the price like this today and tomorrow it's something else.
I've been buying these tablets for $10. Now they're asking 90 USA for the same thing. How can they do like that? All the chemists that, demanding some user. They know obviously we don't have user in this country, but they're demanding, which means sick people are going to die.
The problem is our government. Yeah, I blame our government because they don't know how to solve the problem. They're just saying, things are good, but people are struggling in Zimbabwe.
It's quite tricky. At first, we believed they have the capacity to tackle the problem, but as time went on, we realized that they are nowhere near on tackling this situation.
Maybe they can unite and settle down things for us, because we need a better living in our country.
And those are Zimbabweans speaking to my colleague Effort Msekwe in Zimbabwe. We are still in the studio discussing the matter of Zimbabwe's political fortunes with Gugu Ncube, who is of ZANU-PF Youth here in South Africa. Dr. Pedzisai Ruhanya is a postdoctoral social scientist. Let's come back to you, what Ms. Ncube was asking there earlier on, and what some of those Zimbabweans on the streets were talking about, what they hope to see and what they believe is not being done fast enough. I think the main question is whether or not it's about bad policies, bad management, or toxic political economy.
It's everything. Toxic political economy and bad management. For instance, the president is talking about liberalizing the economy. So in essence, what he's talking about, marketization. Marketizing the economy, having a liberal market economy without democratization. So my argument is that the economic regeneration of Zimbabwe must be done concomitant to the political regeneration. Economic regeneration alone will not address the problems. We cannot have economic regeneration or marketization of the economy under authoritarian politics. If you look, for instance, in South Africa here, we have liberalization of the economy, marketization of economy. That is merged with democratic politics. But if you look at the election that took place in Zimbabwe, there are serious contestations. The behavior of the Electoral Commission in Zimbabwe and the post-election on 1 August, we had shooting of unarmed civilians by the army. And the army in Zimbabwe, the military, has become a ubiquitous force in the electoral and political affairs of the state. They interfere in the governance situation in the country. They are involved in business, but they are not competent. The arena of economics, the arena of civil governance is not a competent arena of the military. And the military is the biggest elephant in the room in Zimbabwe's politics because of their interference in our political and public affairs.
Yes,
I'm actually disappointed from what my learned colleague here is saying. My learned colleague here is talking about what happened during the elections. Any learned person will understand that any state like Zimbabwe is governed by the constitution, and if the elections are contested, and if a person approaches the constitutional court and they lose there the constitutional court, they've got a right to proceed wherever they want to go. But now, being a leader, if you find yourself not respecting the decision taken by your own constitution, you have got a problem. That is exactly what we are seeing Chamisa doing and the MDC alliance at large doing. They are not respecting the decision that has been taken by the Constitutional Court, which is their own constitution. Then they've got a problem. What kind of a leader are you? Coming back to the issue of what one of my fellow citizens said there, the shortages of commodities in Harare is not the issue about His Excellency and the government. No, it's the issue of the people that are sabotaging ZANU-PF, that are sabotaging the government.
And who are those?
Hence, we are saying to those people, hence ZANU-PF is issuing the policies to say, if you are found to be overcharging, those are the capitalists that have been benefiting in an unfair situation.
So
that
you're talking about the manufacturers, you're talking about the industrialists who are saying they're not creating those situations. They have a shortage of material, therefore they cannot produce. They're talking about the lack of foreign exchange. They can't operate as businesses.
To tackle the issue of foreign exchange, right now our government is arresting all the forex traders on the streets, who are supposedly the ones that are holding the foreign currency on the black market. And what else can our government do except to go after those people and whoever is funding those people? We have also seen our government suspend the RBZ bosses, the 4 of them, to ensure the proper investigation and all the stuff. So I think our government is on the right path. And this hoarding of goods is a sabotage to our government. It's just capitalists that were benefiting from the unfair situation. Now the fair one
we
is
have
coming.
3 minutes, and I'd like you to both comment on this. The lifting of restrictions on imports and curbing exports, is that going to help relieve the economy? Because as you heard Ms. Ncube here talk about, the president complaining about what he calls forex hoarders.
Firstly, I think here interventions are misguided with respect, in the sense that if you look at the foreign traders in currency, those people who sell currency in the streets are not the problem. The biggest problem of foreign currency dealings are corporates and people in positions of authority, are people up there. That is the biggest problem that we face, not those people that you see in the streets.
If you don't drop the local bond rate, how are those entrepreneurs going to be able to bring goods into Zimbabwe and survive? Because the parallel economy is seen to be a problem.
There will be foreign currency in Zimbabwe if there are no forex traders on the street. Because those are the main problem of our country. They are holding the monies in their houses.
With respect, there will be foreign currency in the country if there's production in industries. If people produce in the land,
in other words, you are saying the ZANU-PF government must just allow those people to just do whatever they want at the expense of the citizens. Hence the introduction, of the lifting up of the SI unit.
The president must be sincere. And
the president is sincere enough.
Call himself and his top officials
because the president is sincere enough.
Order.
Actually, the president is considering the poorest. The president is considering the lowest citizen of Zimbabwe by lifting up SI 122 so that everybody can be able to eat, to do everything.
That is a short-term. That is a short-term measure, my friend. It's short-term to allow people to survive, but for the economy to peak, you need to address macro fundamental.
For the economy to peak, that is exactly what Minister Ncube is doing. What more does he have to do? Minister Ncube,
I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it then. It's such a pity because there's so much to talk about, so little time. That there is Gugu Ncube, who is with ZANU-PF Youth in South Africa, Dr. Pedzisai Ruhanya, who is a postdoctoral social scientist. Thanks to you at home. We'd like to hear from you. Let's take a look at social media in just a moment to see what some of you are saying in your tweets.